In this video, we are going to see about flow of control in Python. So the sequence of statements executed is called a path of the program. That path is called a flow of control. The control statements is used to control that flow of executions based on the conditions. The types of flow control statements is sequence, selection, iteration, and jumping statement. Let's see one by one. Sequence statements is nothing but the statements are executed one after another. Sequence it will be executed. Example, first I given print welcome, so it will be printed. Next I given print hello, second statement will be executed. This is a flow chart of the sequence statement. And selection statement is also called a decision making statements. So the group of statements were executed based on the conditions. So it's used to help to make a decisions based on that conditions which statements should be executed. So it's called a decision construct. So the conditions returns true means some statements will be executed, otherwise some other statements will be executed. So type of selection statements or is command a single branch, and Python does not support multiple branches. The switch statement is not supported in Python. Only the single branch statements. They are if, else if, nested if, else if, ladder. An if statement, simple if statement flow chart is like that. Only that condition is true, the body of the if statement will be executed. If it is false means the following if statements will be executed. General form for if statement is if test expression, that is a condition, and body of the statements. And note it that if statement end must be uh, end with a not semicolon, it's a colon, double dot. So example for simple if statements, a value is 33 and b value is 200. Now comparing 200 greater than 33, so condition is true, so it will be printed that b is greater than a. And another next example, the number is positive means it should be print a correct message. So number is 3, and if 3 greater than 0, then it will print is a positive number. So once our if statement executed, after following the if statement is this is always printed, it will be printed. And next again the reassign value num equal to -1. Now -1 is greater than 0. The condition is false. So if condition is false means the if statement will not executed. The following if statement only will be printed. This output. So first 3 greater than 0 is true. So positive number printed, and then following if statement this always printed is printed. And then next -1 is greater than 0, condition false. So the following if print statement only is printed. And we can find the maximum values also among the three values. So we are getting the three values and it will be assigned to the variable a, b, c respectively. And first a value assigned to the variable max, it will be compared with the b value. If it is less than means of course b is a greater, so the b is assigned to that max variable. So now the max value compared with only the third value c, that also c is greater than, then max will c is assigned to the max variable. So finally max hold the maximum value, it will be printed. Suppose we are entering 462 as an input, then we will get the answer max is 6. And a second if else statement is a flow chart. then general form this. So the expression, if expression is true, then if body will be executed, that expression returns false, the else body will be executed. Say the example, we are going to check whether the particular age is eligible or not for voting. First I'm getting that input, it will be assigned to age and it is compared with 18 value. If it is greater than 18, then it is eligible, otherwise it is not eligible. So I have given the value 123, it is greater than 18, so it's printed eligible. So another program, we are checking whether the given number is positive or not using if else. So first printing that heading positive or negative and getting the enter the value. It value will be assigned to that age variable and it is compared with the 0. If it is greater than 0 means it's a positive, else means it's a negative. So runtime I give the values minus 12. So minus 12 is not greater than 0. So else part is executed, output negative is printed. Nested if. Nested if is nothing but if contain the another if. That is called a nested if. So general form first, if outer if expression is true means it will go to the inner if. That expression also true means it will go to the body of the statement 1. Suppose this expression 2 is false, then it will go to the inner else, then statement 2 will be executed. Suppose the outer if expression is false, then it will go to the outer else and then statement 3 will be executed. Using the nested if, we are going to check whether the given number is 0, positive or negative. So first getting that values at it will be assigned to num. Say in example minus 23.4 is given. So it will be compared with greater than equal to 0. It's no. Then it will go to that outer else directly. If the num value is greater than 0, then only it will go to the inner if. But the first outer if onwards it's false, then it will go to the outer else. The negative number message is printed. And using the nested if, we are going to find the biggest among the three numbers. We consider the three numbers A 23, B 12 and C 4. So now we are comparing first 23 greater than 12 is true, so it will go to the inner if. The same 23 is compared with the 4. Yeah, of course it's greater than the 4 also. So it's printed 23 is greater than 12 and 4. Suppose the values are changed, the inner if condition is false, then it will go to that C who is greater than that. Suppose the outer if beginning onwards the A greater than B condition is false, it will go to the outer else and outer else inside also another if. That condition will be checked. If it is B greater than C, then B value is greater than the A and C, otherwise C is greater than and C, A and B. And next else if ladder. So look like a ladder, real life ladder. So first condition is false, then it will go to the second if conditions. And that also is false, then it will go to another if. Likewise, it will go like a ladder. And no one is matched, then it will lost, the else part will be executed. If we are going to check the given numbers 0, positive or negative. So see here, first we are getting the input and it will be checked whether it is greater than 0. 0 means it's a positive. Or the number is equal 0 means it's 0 will be printed. And this also not matched me, then finally last is a negative number will be printed. So here in output 23 is given, so 23 greater than 0 is a positive number is printed. and the largest value also we are finding using the else played from. So here getting that ABC values, A value 234, B value 333 and C value 12. So first the 234 is compared with 333 and 12. So A greater than B, it's wrong because 234 is not greater than the 333. In AND operator, any one condition is false, that is false. Then it will go to the next ellipse statement. Now B is compared with C. So B value is 333 is compared with C 12. So condition is true. So its message is printed 333 is greater than the A and C value. A value is 234 and C value is 12 is printed. Day using the elif. So see here we are getting the first n value. It's compared with the first 1. If it is 1 means Monday. If it is n value is not 1, then it will go to check with 2. If it is true means Tuesday printed. If it is not true, n value is not 2 means, then next we will go to the next third condition. Likewise it will go to that. All the conditions up to the last condition will be check. Suppose if you are giving number 8, then the last else statement will be executed. So in this example I have given 4. So that fourth elif is matched. So Thursday message is printed.